Hey guys, how's it
You already have mic errors.
going? That's great.
Great
That's
start.
Great
Hot.
start. Great start.
Great start. This milk should probably be in the fridge.
Hello everyone, my name is JJHALO, also known as Jacob. I'm here with my good friend Wolfclaw,
Heyo, how's it going?
also known as Trent. And here we are, guest is Chiblu, good friend Jeff.
Yo.
And we are Randomdudeschillin, well, the podcast edition. Insert something, intro, yeah.
Hold on, no, wait. Insert sad noises. My drink is.
Oh, well shit.
That's why I have an open bar in my house.
Yo, that sounds awesome.
Give me a year.
Yo, my dad built a bar out in the garage. You need to come up out and have a couple, Trent.
I do, because I'm 21 now. That's right.
Yeah.
Give me a while.
Yeah, I haven't really done much recently in person, but
We should eventually soon, but
hopefully now.
yeah.
Hopefully.
Anyway, what we do really here is mostly chat about bullshit, because that's in the fucking name, you moron. So, let's start off with what we really
Actually,
do.
the name is Randomdudeschillin, not bullshit.
Yeah, not random bullshit dudes or.
Yeah, that is a good thing. That's a good
It's
thing.
not in the name.
Yeah.
It's probably implied.
It's in the what's the it's in like the little text. It's in the
Yeah, it's in like
whatever
the
it's called.
subtitles or the whatever. Oh yeah,
It's in the paralegal thing that we don't sign because we don't have one.
No, what's that like? What's the tiny title you put above the main title? What's that called?
Description.
No.
It's like on like it's like a footnote in the
Yeah.
It's like a footnote on the cover page of Random Dude Chillin.
Random dudes chilling. Anyway, today we're going to talk about mostly video games, betas, the Nintendo Switch, our favorite games as of recent in the coming months, and bullshit and that. I mean random things in that regard. Then we'll maybe talk about anime if we do have time. So
Man, I haven't watched anime in a hot minute.
Don't worry, I just
started.
I got back into it. So, anyway, with games, we'll start off with what we are playing as of recent.
What have I been playing recently? I got back into Warframe. That's a big one.
Oh gosh,
That's one I haven't played.
Yeah, that game's like pretty huge to an extent. I mean, in terms of free to play, I've played it back in like when, what was it, Octavia or something was out.
Yeah. How about Octavia Prime being out now? That means you haven't played it for like 3 years.
Yeah, pretty much. I stopped right before the open world came out. It was like a few months of just me playing it. I liked it, but I didn't like it at the same time. There were some things that like irked me with the combat, but it was a fun experience.
Dude, I love the game. It's a game I can jump into, jump out of, get on whenever I want. Their quote-unquote battle pass system, the Nightwave, pretty solid. Like, you don't have to pay for dick.
Everything has a battle pass system.
Yeah, even Fallout 76.
Everything.
Yeah, even Fallout 76.
Hearthstone got a battle pass now.
That's disgusting.
That's sick.
A few months back.
That's 100% Activision Blizzard play. If I'm just saying that out of trueness,
that's 100% unfortunate.
Yeah. I mean, what I've been playing mostly is like I finally got a Nintendo Switch. We'll go into later, but Smash Bros, Mario Kart 8. I did play some other games though as well. I've one old game that I've been wanting to play, Star Wars Republic Commandos.
It's a nice little game.
I didn't expect it to be that little, but for $14, I got my money's worth on that.
I saw a little bit of you playing that on Twitch. It seemed interesting.
Yeah, sadly the Switch port has some well, slow down, but it works fine if you say.
The common story of Switch port.
Yeah, and then there was Donut Country, which I bought like the day I got my Switch. Kind of was just Mario Kart 8. I didn't have Smash yet, so it was just like, this is a little fun game. I'll play that, and so yeah. And other like games, Payday 2. I had to do the April Fools on that, and the what was it called?
What did they do for April Fools on Payday?
A giant fucking spoon as a melee weapon.
Oh.
And then you get a gold. Everyone got a gold one due to the community. So yeah, basically I had to whack 100 enemies just even on normal with the spoon. And
It's been a while since I played that.
Yes, same
Deleted
here.
it for space on my PC.
Understandable. One game.
I'm so glad it's really fun on PC.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
RIP.
Fucking console ports, man.
The only reason I can play PC.
It's on the Switch, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, no, that's not getting supported. Why should you port that over there? Money.
People do be porting everything to Switch. That just doesn't work on Switch.
What's something I've been playing recently? Oh, I play like I've been on and off on Siege. Flores isn't too bad, good operator. Not as versatile as I thought he would be for his ability, but man, do I love the gun.
Oh yeah.
But they just added their not really an April Fool's thing, but it's GoldenEye. So
wait, what?
Oh.
Well, remember the golden gun?
Yeah.
One shot, one kill, gotta reload after every shot.
Yeah.
They bring that game mode for Siege back every now and again. You have the Desert Eagle. You have to reload after every shot.
Oh, I think I've seen that before.
Is it the same as like how the COD one was, where it's like you only have one bullet, and if you miss that bullet, you actually just have to melee someone in order to get another one back?
No, you still have like 36 bullets, but you do have to reload after every shot.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for Siege, I saw them do like a fucking pickle Rick. I'm like, what?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that is.
Don't look too bad.
It doesn't
I'm
look
disappointed upon how you have to get them though.
Yeah, I figured that would be the case. Yeah, I've been playing mostly like back and forth Nintendo Switch and PSO2 and maybe a few other games if I feel like it. And since we're going into the subject of PSO2, I got into the beta. The closed one. And oh god, technology's a bitch. That Microsoft store. Oh, the insider program was crashing.
It always does.
Yep.
PSO2, that game that I would get if I had the storage space.
Yeah, 100 gigabytes. Might as well call it Modern Warfare Anime Edition when it comes to that.
I would put another drive in the PC I'm using, but it belongs to my university, so
yeah,
really
that is fair.
it.
Yeah,
shouldn't really take it apart and do anything with it.
Yeah, that's the problem with like a lot of these games I play. I'm just like, it's either man, it's so small I don't really care, or holy shit, this thing is big.
Yeah, that's most of mine are just big, and I'm just like, okay, thanks.
Fallout 76, Warframe,
Fallout 76, Warframe, Siege, GTA 5.
Yeah, like oh god, like so many games.
A lot of my time gaming has been taken up through competitive Hearthstone.
Yeah. Jeff here is a competitive Hearthstone streamer. Or not streamer.
No.
No.
Not yet! No.
I'm a collegiate Hearthstone player.
He plays for Akron.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah. For card, I never really got too much into card games, but like I've tried Hearthstone. I've tried like the Elder Scrolls one before it got discontinued.
Yeah, I love how Elder Scrolls Legends was just like, okay, we're gonna stop this, And then what?
I
Too bad. Too That's it.
I didn't think this far ahead.
Yeah.
I never
We
actually
didn't think
played.
people would like this game.
I never actually played the Elder Scrolls Legends, but it can't be worse than a lot of the other card games out there.
Yeah.
It held its own against Hearthstone. It also held its own because a lot of the abilities in Legends you guys didn't have in Hearthstone. So it
a
was just
lot of
like,
the stuff in Hearthstone translates to Magic, just with different names. It's a lot
yeah,
of the same abilities and all that sort of thing.
I love
Yeah.
playing Magic the Gathering. That's what started it all for this
I've gotten into
brand, I
Magic
think.
recently, actually. Just recently, I built a snow deck
Not
uh,
bad.
with my roommate. We were playing. I never was into Magic until recently, but yeah, I got a bunch of stuff now. So that's something we'd have to get into
We'd
maybe at
have
some
to,
point.
yeah, we'd have to play if you.
I never got too into it, to be honest. I did play it once at high school once. That's about it. But when it comes to card games, it's either for me it's like Go Fish, poker, and fuck Pokemon. Like actually playing the card game, not just collecting them.
I wasn't into the Pokemon card game. I had a bunch of cards,
It
but
was
my problem
yeah.
with it's the game itself is good, but the problem with it is the power creep is so ridiculously
Yeah.
prevalent
Yeah, that's
that you
why
just
I
can't
don't play it
play.
anymore. I mean, I played it for like a little bit, just because it's like, ooh, online Pokemon, I could collect the cards. But yeah, I didn't get too much into it. Uh,
I started play when I started playing card games. It was with old Yu-Gi-Oh Game Boy Advanced games.
Yep.
I've seen
Same.
those. I actually got into most of the card games due to the animes back in the day. Like
I had
100% Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh was the biggest one for
I've
me. I have the not season 0 of Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't even want to get my hands on that. That just
oh
seems like
boy,
oh my
Oh
god.
god,
that's
no.
that's
Um,
something.
but like the whole first season, like when Yugi has to first fight Kaiba up to the point where Pegasus has the tournament and the tournament ends. I have
Right,
all that on just VHS. I watched it as a kid
that is
like
good shit.
hundreds of times. That's what got me into card games. I then watched what was the one? GX is the one at the high school.
I
Yes.
started GX. I
That
didn't
was
finish
pretty
it.
interesting. And then 5Ds hit it off. That was really cool. I don't like anything after that.
Yeah, anything after 5Ds, I kind of just didn't care much for. Which I think is with a lot of like normal people who like grew up in that time. It's just more of we liked Yu-Gi-Oh as the concept, and after 5Ds, it just started. Yeah, I mean that, and then there was Bakugan New Vestoria as a like in general, just Bakugan New Vestoria was like when I started really getting into like the anime side of stuff. But
I I think I stopped watching after New Historia. But
yeah,
yeah, I think I did. Like that's why I stopped watching Bakugan.
yeah,
I played a bit of Bakugan, but again, Bakugan had a horrible problem with power creep.
yeah.
Yeah.
They made a
Where over the
reboot.
course of 1 year, they went from like 200 power to like 700 average.
Yep.
It's like the average
It's like
power
what?
like skyrocketed, and over the course of 1 year, it was ridiculous.
Beyblade wise, I wasn't. I don't even think I was. No, I never really got into like plastic cores. Then like Metal Fusion came out. I had a bunch of Beyblades, and TV show wise, I think I watched up to. There's one called like Metal Masters.
So yeah, I think that's what it's called.
I think as a kid I was only into Metal Fusion. Just sort of.
Honestly, I saw this is the funny story about not Bakugan, but like Beyblade in general. I saw like there was probably countless people who would just know like there's one kid who brought in the thing table, the circle
Yeah.
disc, and we all just let her rip with the metal
Yep.
fusions and stuff.
I
Happened
think
every day, mostly every day until
all
like the
that stuff
teachers got
all
annoyed.
that stuff got banned at our school though.
Yeah,
Like,
it
Oh yeah,
got
eventually it
fucking
just all
point.
got banned.
yeah.
I remember DS's getting banned
God,
because
I hated that.
somebody
That's so
did
dumb.
something on like the flip notes thing. Somebody
Mhm.
drew something and sent it to someone or something, and it caused a whole fuss, which
It
sucked for
caused
me
a
and a couple other
ruckus.
people. Me and a couple other people always played DS in the gym in the morning. I don't remember who it was though. I think they were honestly a grade. They might have been a grade below. They might have been your grade, Jacob. I don't
Oh
remember.
god, that wouldn't be surprising in some sense.
I don't remember who it was though. Just played with a bunch of random kids in middle school in the gym on
Mhm.
DS. We played Call of Duty for the DS.
I
Oh,
played
That was
that
a
so
thing.
much.
Disgusting.
It's disgusting, but I did that a lot in that school. Modern
Turns
Warfare
out
4.
turns out I just played with Jacob and didn't realize that it was Jacob
Yeah, that'd be
when I
the
remet Jacob.
funniest thing.
Did you like bring your DS to the gym in
Not
mornings in middle school?
Yeah, all the time. But there were so many people like playing DSs at that time. I was in my own section. You probably were in your own. And by
I
the
don't
time
know, man.
like we
I just know there was
probably
a bunch of people we played COD with in the middle school gym. If you were a
yeah.
part of that group, then it was us. We were the only people playing that freaking game, man.
I may have. I don't know. We may have
We played
accidentally
Mario
like
Kart too.
everyone played Mario Kart.
Shy
I don't know
guy.
what you're
Yeah,
talking
everyone
about.
played
Everyone
that.
played Mario Kart and
Everyone
Mario
played that.
Party. Mario Kart, Mario Party, and that's about it. There was one time one person brought in like Rock Band, and we all just sat gathered around and just started singing like third grade. It was like near the end of the school year. It's just
That's
like we
fantastic.
sang "We Are the Champions." I'm just like, oh god, this is cringe but hilarious, and it's ingrained in my memory to this day.
Trying to think of like really terrible DS. Oh, I
Uh,
know one.
oh,
So
I know one.
they made a James Cameron avatar, like blue people avatar. They made a game for that on the DS.
Oh
Let me tell you,
god.
it's a really cool narrative. A dog shit game.
That sounds like a lot of
Like
things like that are moving. Let's see here. Corey on the House on DS. And many other like games in that type of genre. It's just like show. If it comes to a show or movie, it kind of is meh at best.
I hate that I can't think of what it's called right now. But do you
Over
remember
the
those like? Okay, I need to ask. Do you guys remember those like hamster car toys? They were like little hamsters with wheels on
oh yeah,
them.
my cousin
oh
had
for
They were
like
big deal.
fuck.
17 of them.
I can't think of what they're called at the moment, but I just remember that there was a DS game for that I got,
Oh,
Ugh.
and it was it was like a 15-minute game. It was god awful. As a kid, I didn't know any better, so I was like, "Ooh, this comes with a little toy in it. Cool, I want it." And then you play it, it's like,
Oh
"Oh,
no.
that was something else."
Okay. Kind of moving on from that tangent, besides just like those types of games. Nintendo
They were
Switch.
Zuzu Pets. The
Zuzu
Pets
Pets, that's
DS
what it's
game.
called, yes. Yeah.
The
yeah.
Zuzu Pets DS game. It was. Oh man, I kind of want to find a clip of that to show you guys later.
Moving
Kind of real quick, kind of interestingly inconvenient that I hopped on this while sitting here. Talking about games and stuff is the 8th year anniversary of Warframe. I
Oh
guess.
yeah, that too.
Oh,
It's a dude for Fantasy Star Online too. It's about like fucking 7 years for like the 7 or 8 years for like Japan. For global, it's been like 1 year, but like, oh
Yeah.
god, 2014 is when the
But,
Master Chief Collection came out on consoles.
yeah.
That's oh god.
but
You know,
I just want to point out. I looked it up. It was there's multiple Zuzu Pets games. The one I played was Kung Zoo.
Oh, I
Kung
remember
Fu.
seeing that in stores.
Oh man, it was awful.
I'm glad I didn't jump and buy it.
Real quick, I might go on and let's see here. Looking around, they just gave me like the only reason it's like boom, 8th year for Warframe. It gave me the Dax skin for Rhino. Probably never, but whatever. Railjacks have a huge update for fun stuff. You have crew members now, so someone can fly your Railjack for you, and you don't have to have someone sitting there.
Oh god, that sounds horrible.
Well, no, it's
Well, I
yeah,
mean,
I
not
don't
really
know how
horrible in
wrong.
the sense of like more of like I don't know.
I don't know how good the AI pilot is, so don't hold my word to it.
Yeah. I was about to say, like, is it gonna be like the Halo AI where it's just like cat driving? It's just gonna be like, "Whew," off the cliff.
Octavia Prime is still the Prime that's out, but that should be shifting soon. Maybe
Yeah.
soon. The new unvaulting is actually gonna be Zephyr Prime and Chroma Prime. That's actually they haven't been out for a hot minute. The new frame, completely new frame, is called Sevagoth, and that's who you get from what is this quest called? It's called Call of the Tempestari, and that's the continuation of the story. Actually, like the full-on story of the game. That's the continuation of it.
Oh boy, can't wait to watch YouTube on that.
Yeah.
That's what I do for lore anymore because I won't be able to catch up really.
Actually, you probably could. These quests.
I mean, technically, I could, but like I would have to like power grind. All my stuff
I
is
would
dated like
gladly-
3 years, and I know I didn't
grind.
do good and stuff.
But Severgoth is a void frame. That was the last thing I was gonna say. It's literally a frame of the void.
Oh, that's interesting.
But that's for Warframe news. That's probably not gonna happen a lot, and for good reason. Unless Jacob starts playing Warframe.
No.
Again, then might
No.
be more Warframe.
No, I already have mini games. I already play a lot. When it comes to recent things, the newest consoles is one thing that I've kept my eye on. But there's been one system I've been wanting for the last few years, and that would be the Nintendo Switch. I finally caved into my instincts once I got a stimulus check and bought a Nintendo Switch and two of the games I've been really wanting to play. Mario Kart 8 and Smash. I don't know why I went blank there. So, considering how it's looking, what's your guys' opinion on this recent generation leap?
So I look at the PS5. I don't know too much about it. It looks like they're just like, okay, let's reskin the PS4. It doesn't look like it's bringing much to the table. And for the Series X and S that comes with Xbox, they've made like 3 exclusive games that you can only have on that system, which is kind of irking. And it kind of just seems like a computer tower. Like they literally just built a PC. Like truly this time, unlike from the Xbox One, they just built a PC
I mean,
for the
that's
new Xboxes.
hmm.
And that's what some consoles are coming to. They're just cheaper PCs that you hook up to a TV. Like,
I
Yeah.
agree with that because the Xbox and PlayStation. And to answer that question of it's a PC box, Xbox has always been like that because the original Xbox was literally kind of just easy to port over due to it being an actual PC in the box, in a sense.
yeah.
But I
As
feel like
for
Nintendo.
advancements, okay, my problem with Nintendo advancements, I like the Switch. Amazing
Hardware
concept, 'cause
where?
Yeah, there
there's
you
the
go,
big
there you go.
problem, hardware where. But I don't know if I want a Switch Lite because I personally see no reason to hook it up to anything else. But then I think about the fact of why I would want a regular Switch is because I want a Switch for like probably only 3 reasons: Breath of the Wild, Monster Hunter Rise, and yeah, probably Animal Crossing. Actually, that seems fun.
It-
Um,
It's overpriced in my opinion. Fine,
I-
but overpriced.
I do agree. I did pay overpriced technically, but
but 2 of those games are like games that's like I want on a bigger screen, and it's like, well, I'm gonna need a regular Switch for that.
yeah. I've been wondering if they're gonna make a Switch Pro, which everyone, on YouTube, Twitter, many other places, it's just like, yo,
I'd rather them just make a new console than a Switch Pro.
they're probably
here's
gonna
the thing,
they're
like-
gonna ride the Switches high.
I was about to say, like, the Switch
Yeah.
is because the Wii U was a flop, but they had a good idea going with a second screen that you could see everything on. Like that pad was a really good idea. So now the Switch is
Yeah.
kind of that, but not really.
The
But
Switch is just that, but with proper marketing.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like the only other advancement they could do is the thing with the Wii U where you could have it on a screen, but the pad still did shit. Is the Switch where you have it on the screen, but that smaller, the Switch itself still does stuff instead of having to put it in a dock. That's probably the only other advancement they could do with the Switch itself without making a totally new console, I feel like.
I feel like
Man, I
that
remember.
is the case. I think they're just going to upgrade the internals, is what I'm thinking for the normal Switch for now. But if they did come out with a new version, it might be like how the Nintendo DSi had the 3DS, because it would be uncompatible due to the older docks.
Yeah.
Man, I remember freaking theories that there was gonna be some sort of VR thing for Switch. That never happened.
Technically, it did with Labo, but we don't talk about that piece of cardboard.
Eh,
If someone told me
some people
that
liked
there was
Labo.
going to be VR compatibility for the Switch, I'd tell them to go take a fucking walk.
Go outside, take a walk, and think of what you said.
Yeah, like, there's no way. That's not happening.
That is sadly not really happening.
Yeah, that's
Honestly,
yeah,
I
no.
would if okay, so to move on to the next tangent of VR. Oof. Okay, since we're into like the hardware thing, the problem with VR
You
for
never
me.
talked about your problem with Smash though.
You're right. You're right. For some reason, I can connect to the people one way to me, and then I try to play with Jeff and other people from another area, and it's just like, no, fuck off.
We
No.
don't know if
The
it's
internet-
actually because of like location.
It's the
But
internet.
for some reason, some people we can play. Like some people can play with him. So, that me and our other friend can't. We just can't.
we just
Well, that
Can't
sounds
connect.
like, who was it? It might be because of our good old friend Cooper's terrible ass internet. But,
not really.
like, no, sometimes it's like, okay, him or Jordan, or even Alex, for that matter, want to invite me to something. I try joining them, and it's like, nah, I can't find that server, Chief. I'm sorry. It's like,
Oh God,
okay.
no.
And then I invite them. It's like, all right, yeah, you're good. You go get it. I'm like, my internet's not that good. Like, I just have MCTV, dog. Like,
Yeah, same.
Yeah. It's just like, why is this happening? Why is this not working?
The thing is, we can't join Jacob, nor can Jacob join us. It's
It's
both
always
ways.
that's a
like both
double
ways.
and like even if it's a third party where Jacob is able to join their lobby normally, if Kevin or I are in that lobby, Jacob can't join it anymore.
It is very, very strange as it turns.
It's very weird.
Yeah.
that is very weird.
So when we go to hardware, to VR, besides not having the room in my space here, the biggest thing for me is price and who actually, does it. I would rather not have Facebook involved with it. I like the concept of VR. I've played it. Jeff can atone to this because I was at his house when I tried it.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's more of a novel concept right now, and it's still working through its very rough edges. If you can get not even like just in general the same price of the Switch, which is the Oculus. The problem I have is Facebook, of course. And
It's not as bad as people thought it was gonna be.
Yes, but I'm also
Yeah.
like one of those people who want custom things, and I feel like I'll just get a Valve Index or something in that sort.
Way more expensive is the
Yeah,
problem.
I was
Yeah.
about to say, that is a big price jump there.
The strat.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
I went
mostly
with
not in
the-
that vein, but in general, not 1,000, but like if it was like in the 600 range, maybe. If it
I went
was
with
like
the strat that I think was the correct strat that some people shit on, but that's because they haven't tried it. And that is, I got unlucky. I bought the Quest right before the Quest 2 was announced, which was cheaper and better. Made me angry. Literally right before it was announced, like a week before it was announced, I had bought the Quest 1.
Mm-hmm.
Which felt bad. But that's like that was the cheapest headset at the time, and I got that,
Yeah.
and then I just got virtual desktop, which connects to the PC that I'm using, which people might say, oh well, that's not gonna run well. They're wrong. It runs very well.
I was about to say, I've seen setups for that. It's like,
It's completely
That's
wireless. I'm
pretty
running it on
solid.
my PC, and
Yep.
it's
Mhm.
and it with the price of a Quest rather than the price of an Index. Now, bear in mind the like field of view and quality aren't as high, but I get to play in VR. So
but I get VR.
Yeah, I mean that's somewhat of equipment in general because I'm like, if I'm looking to upgrade my mic, $100, camera, 600, maybe depending on if it's not just a webcam, if it's the actual recording camera, besides a phone. And then it's like, ooh boy, I can't wait to mic up my drum set, which I have a passion in. And it's always too expensive for passion things. So it's gotta you gotta pick something out of the other.
When it comes to VR, I had an HTC Vive, and then I later got rid of it. Like I want to say 2 years after I had it, because I just didn't do enough with it. Like
yeah,
Yeah.
there's something about VR where it's like you have to have a clean space. So sometimes you have to clean before you go play it, and then you gotta go you have to
Have
set
it.
it up and all that, yada
Yeah,
yada.
it's
It feels like a lot to set up,
it's
although
not
it's
a
not
click and
usually that
play.
much.
That's the
Yeah.
thing. I feel like VR is gonna have to hurdle over. It's not a click and play like you would with a console or something else. You need to have the space and stuff. All right. So since we've gotten through the bullshit of the games, we've reached our halfway mark of 30 minutes. So we're gonna switch gears to a completely different thing: anime. So boys, what we watching?
I'm
Hint!
watching
No,
season 2 of that time I got reincarnated as a slime.
that
I've never
series.
even started that yet.
It's
It's so good. I love it.
I mean, to explain basically the premise is just basically the typical it's in the name. The guy gets killed, he's reincarnated as a slime. The thing is though, it's a heavily detailed world, and I just was like, whoa, this is a lot more detailed than I was expecting. And the Great Sage, as it's called in the series, is kind of just it's like the game system itself compared to
The skill tree.
yeah,
Like
like
the
100%.
entire world functions as a video game,
And it's
which is like classic isekai, but it's
but
unique enough that
it
it's
has a good
very
charm.
entertaining.
Also, the intro is banging.
Actually, it's like as if you got reincarnated as a slime in an RPG, but that RPG is also Civ.
Oh God,
Yeah.
nuclear Gandhi. God, yeah, I don't know what the last. I don't even know what the last anime I watched was. Like
that is fair because we're kind of all trying to get back into it. To be honest, the ones I've been recently trying to get into were let's see here. Today I was watching Sleepy Princess or something like that. It was like this princess gets captured by demons, and she's just like, "Yo, I'm gonna do all these things to get myself the most comfortable sleeping ever. That requires anything, and I'm not gonna escape. I'm just gonna deal with it."
I think I've mostly just been waiting for ones I've always been watching to get
Oh yeah,
new seasons.
like Doctor Stone and Attack on Titan,
Yep, Doctor Stone. I've been waiting for that to get its continuation.
which
Rising
it
Shield
is.
Hero. I've waited we've all waited.
Shield,
How long?
we've been waiting for that.
Oh,
Yeah.
please,
Um,
Reptilia.
Fucking Kengan Ashura is a big one that's like, hey, the anime had its continuation. I mean, the manga, it's like, okay, cool. Where's the anime gonna come at?
Are we
Oh, it's supposed
getting
to
a
come in
fairy?
October.
Are we getting
What?
a Fairy Tale 100 Years Quest anime? Is that a thing?
Oh,
I
you
want
sweet
that.
summer child. Of course we're fucking not.
Oh.
I mean, there was the recent ones, Doctor Stone and other things, but then I go back and just thinking, man, which ones do I need to fucking watch? Oh yeah,
Also,
a lot.
I also think of some other stuff. Like they're supposed to continue the Castlevania anime. That was a Netflix original, and it just hasn't. It's just
Yeah,
been dead,
no.
and that upsets me.
Rip.
Because that was really good.
A lot of places, a lot of series are starting to get season 2s, which shook me. I was like, oh hey,
ReZero.
yeah, ReZero is a big one.
I haven't watched it yet, but
I need to watch that entire
haven't watched it
series.
yet either.
I've watched the first season.
I've watched the first season. I kind of wish there was more to Violet Evergarden, but it had a very good movie and it had a very good ending to the series, so I'm happy.
Yeah, for me, it's mostly, oh boy, what am I gonna watch now? And just like I'm looking through the things, I'm like trying to think, oh, which one? Oh, excuse me, which ones am I gonna want and watch the most? And then see this blip come up the day I was thinking about maybe watching some more anime.
Yep.
Besides Attack on Titan 2 getting a part 2, which it needs, holy shit, I was surprised when they announced Dragon Maid season 2, pretty much. Or Mish Kobayashi's
haven't
Dragon
watched
Maid
What?
season 2,
I have
technically.
not heard that.
Yes, it's titled S, but it's like some, I don't know. But
That's
I was shocked.
That's something.
Yeah, because I was like, didn't the author like die in that fire? I'm just like, what the fuck? I might be wrong.
I did not know.
I might be wrong on that info, but yeah, the same studio that got burned Code Anime or something like that. And I was
God.
like, what the fuck? And then there's other series I'm gonna keep up and watch, like Demon season 2 came out for like is coming for I think Demon Kid I can't remember the name. It's like Eerie something. Yeah, something like that. And then there was, oh, what was it? The biggest shock was about a few months ago. I stayed up late because I saw a thing counting down for something Code Geass related. That is like my favorite series of all time. After I watched it,
that was a series.
Oh my gosh! So they're continuing what they did with the new movies and the new Resurrection movie, and they're continuing the story of Suzaku. I'm like, okay, and then they're like, here's a gacha game.
Yeah, here's a gacha game.
Okay, and so just like my hype is there, but at the same time, oh no,
I'm one of those like I've always been anime wise one of those Dragon Ball nerds. I'm still just waiting for them to continue the manga like the anime adaptation for the manga with Goro and shit.
Yeah.
More. I think is it Moro? I don't know. It's Rody or Moro.
Something like that.
It's not gonna happen. Like I feel like it's just not gonna happen. They're like, oh well, people don't want to see Goku get his ass beat. I'm like, I want to see Goku get his ass beat. It's Goku. You hype him up too much. Like,
I stopped.
Gohan was supposed to be really good, and you just kind of went, I don't want to write I don't want to write Gohan, and just scrapped him.
I stopped when the Tournament of Power kind of just ended, like Super technically ended, because I was just like at that point I was like, okay, I've had my fill. Dragon Ball's been like the first series I got into via manga as well, so Dragon Ball's been
one I got
somewhat close
into manga was actually Naruto. Like
I never started manga for anything, but I've been reading the My Hero manga, and that's something.
I stopped at My Hero. I want to say season 3.
I haven't watched it.
Let me just say, as someone who's been watching even in just the anime and then in the manga for what's coming, it gets really spicy.
I'm trying to think. Okay, what is the end of season
3? Let me look, but spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't watched that.
I don't remember exactly what was happening at that point. That was them in their licensing training, I think. I think that was them training, or yeah, that was them training for their license or doing the licensing exam, whatever.
I look at that show and I see the character designs and everything. I'm just like, meh, because it's superheroes.
I love the character designs. I
like that how they look and stuff. It's just more of okay. That's a thing.
I like a lot of the characters because they're just like they're pretty diverse on the fact of just like not one is too similar to the other.
Yeah,
that's a good thing.
Well, there's the one that's intentionally done that way, which is Hero. Oh, what's his name? Is it Hiroshima? I don't remember. And then Tetsu, 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 Tetsu.
Yeah, I love that one. It's so good.
Yeah, the only really big superhero like anime is One Punch Man because that's just comedic.
One Punch Man's that's pretty good. One Punch Man will always be good.
Yeah. There
The
is
manga for that though, it's nuts.
Oh, gee, I have not read that.
I forgot.
Same with Mob 100. I've seen some good things about it since it's from the same creator. I'm just like, meh, meh.
Yeah, I didn't really get into Bob 100. Like,
I like the music, the intros. Those are bangers.
I still need to finish Jujutsu Kaisen.
that looks really good.
Looks good.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
One thing I do need to watch is besides the PSO2 anime, because that's a thing.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like it just covers like the first 3 episodes, I think. And shit, I don't even. There's so many I need to watch. There's Eureka 7 I want to watch. There's like finishing off some of the Code Geass movies I haven't finished, which is mostly like Aikido the Exiled or something like that. And then there's Brotherhood Alchemist. I for good things, just haven't touched it.
A Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, pretty good.
I watched the first episode and that was it. I didn't continue it.
It's like ReZero as well and stuff. And then there's like Konosuba. Then there's
Konosuba's
Konosuba.
funny.
Like it's
Konosuba.
funny
Yeah,
because
it's
I just
good.
watch them in clips. I don't actually watch like the anime. I just look up the clips online.
I watched most of the anime. I don't think I finished it actually.
I love just all the memes for that anime. Is just like square up thoughts.
Yeah. Sylvia Sen, what's touching my? Yeah, that meme that meme from that movie was like, oh.
I fight for gender equality.
No, yeah. Yeah. I mean, compared to nowadays, I did notice something when I was going back and watching some of these older clips, besides it being watercolored, there's a lot more detail at some points.
I'm trying to think of some one note in like just one season animes that are like pretty good. Dimension W. The Dimension W was a Square Enix manga. And then it took I think a few years, and then it came out on Toonami. So therefore you can probably find it swimming around Funimation. And it was pretty good.
One thing I've like it's like I look at things like Evangelion, and I'm just like, wow, that looks interesting, but confusing as all hell. And then I look at Code Geass. Oh boy, I love this series. So it's like more of like I like certain mechas compared to others, and I guess that could be said of a lot of things.
I'm just like, hey, that looks really cool. I'll go watch Mobile Suit Gundam now. Like I don't know why.
I'm not
I just,
super
like,
into like those
never
the
touched
mech
Evangelion.
animes.
I think I'm more
The only one
into.
I really watched was Code Geass.
Yeah, I'm more into the world stories, like kind of like if it has like an entrenching world, somewhat.
Like Iron Blood Orphan.
Oh yeah, Iron Blood Orphans. Oh god, that one's like top series for me, even though it's just Mobile Suit Africa. I mean,
Yeah, I've just recently got Funimation and I added a bunch of things to my queue, so that's gonna be interesting.
yeah, same here. I'm going to like.
I watched Rental Girlfriend a while back.
Oh,
That was
jeez.
something.
I saw that as a title. I'm just like, what?
What?
It's something. I honestly enjoyed it, although the characters made me very angry.
A slice of life style anime.
Too
that
many
I
to count. I
really
need to
enjoy,
watch.
But a lot of people watch it. Is Food Wars. Food
I
Wars is
liked
very
Food
enjoyable.
Wars. I only watched the first season. Didn't get into the second season just because it had been way too long since I had watched the first.
Oh boy.
I might go back to it at some point.
I don't think I could stand that show because it shows off too good of food and I'm gonna get fucking hungry. And then I'm gonna get
Then you just eat while you're watching it. Like every single time I
not
every
even
single
that,
time
it's
I
more
watch-
of the questionable parents walk in moments that happen in that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, this food makes me go,
Ah, yes, this food makes me profusely orgasm. And if you're that like one Master Chef head guy, it makes you actually take off your clothes in real life. Like, but yeah, like anytime I watch anything with food, I do it when I'm eating so that I'm not hungry afterwards. Like if I'm watching Binging with Babish, I'm eating while I watch Binging with Babish because I don't want
Yeah.
to be hungry.
Yeah.
Anime, like anytime I'm eating, if it's not with my family, it's just like I'm just naturally watching anime while I do it. Like, anyways,
Yeah.
it's like that's like a lot of my anime time is just while I'm eating lunch or whatever.
Yeah, I concur in that.
See, the reason I haven't been watching much anime is because I've been watching like actual TV shows. Like I started watching Letterkenny on Hulu. That's really good.
Yeah. I mean, in the future, I might change it to anime and other things we liked watching. If it comes to that point.
There's
Yeah.
another really good one. Oh, Samurai Champloo was really good. I like that
Never
one.
heard of that one.
Yeah, same here.
It was another just Toonami shitlin.
Oh.
Like, that's the best way I think I can describe that.
Yeah. I've heard, oh, yeah, that's another one I need to maybe look up, Black Lagoon.
That's really good.
Okay.
Black Clover is also pretty good.
Yeah, I've heard about that one. That one was like, oh, this one's gonna replace Naruto. I'm like, no.
No, it's not.
No. Yeah, that was
Now,
like, that
we're
was
talking. Speaking of Naruto, man, I hate the Boruto series. Like that did all of Naruto just wrong. So bad. It's like
Hey, at least it's
I
not
don't
like
know
One
why.
Piece.
Well, actually,
say
no. I was
that.
about to say, I did actually watch a little bit of Naruto. I watched the beginning of, like, I watched a bit of the first season. Actually, I just got bored because it was all filler. It was just all filler for
Yeah,
so long.
Shippuden is definitely better than like the original Naruto. The original Naruto has the thick amount of filler.
It was too much. That's all I know.
Yeah,
Way
like
too much.
Shippuden has. Yeah, Shippuden has a chunk of filler. But I know if you look it up, you can literally just like rip out the filler episodes.
Yeah. I mean, I know some things are filler in a lot of anime, but sometimes they're actually necessary.
And sometimes there's good filler, but
Then there's bad
when
filler.
the entire show, there's good filler, then there's just excessive filler, and that's what I felt from Naruto when I watched it.
Yeah.
Some of the filler episodes in Naruto are kind of funny. Like if you just watch only the filler episodes, is because I'm pretty sure in every single filler episode, they tried putting Orochimaru somewhere. Like not as a speaking role, just like a poked in fucking person
Yeah.
that walks around. He's just somewhere. It's a giant rat.
Oh no, it's a giant rat. Say everyone say hello to Kevin, also known as Movedraptor.
It's a rat.
Oh shit. A rat. And therefore I am legally abided to smack it.
Don't smack at a rat.
I'm
If
Tedrick.
you
the
strike
rat
me
smacker.
down, I will come back more powerful than you can ever imagine.
That's what the Roar Rat Authority said, and he died 10 times over.
Anyway, we were talking about anime.
Animu.
Oh, nice.
Animu?
Animu.
Anime.
Yeah, I honestly haven't watched much else recently other than what has already been said.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, pretty much, yeah.
I'm just getting back into it.
Yeah, the
I've been
only
reading webcomics.
oh,
I've been reading a
unordinary.
lot of webcomics.
Unordinary. I've been reading Axed. It's already a finished one, but I've just started reading it recently. It's pretty
Speaking
good.
of that, I should read that after stream or not stream recording. I'm already getting into that mode because I'm thinking about streaming later.
What do you want to stream
Oh,
later?
yeah, the new Unordinary episode. Yeah, things are.
Oh yeah,
Like that redemption arc everybody wanted. He's getting it.
I told you! I betted on that
months.
too! I told you guys, they're making him a redemption arc! And
Well,
I
yeah,
called it!
It's been obvious. It's so obvious.
He's
Like,
It's so
he was the
obvious.
main character for like
He's the main
50%
character.
of
Like
the
there was never a question about it. Everyone's like, "Yeah, I predicted it." No, it was just there.
Yeah, it was just there! But like, when he was starting to turn, I called out, yeah, he's totally just gonna get a redemption arc. I do like his characterization though, from like the
I
first one
hate
to
reading-
now.
I hate reading comments in webcomics for the sole reason of all the comments in like
It's
webcomics
obvious.
are always like the end of the episode will be like the person dies, but then someone's crying over them and their tear falls on their eye or something, and then the body of the dead person starts to glow like they're being revived, and then the episode ends, and someone's like, oh, I bet you they're gonna be revived or something, and then the next episode you see comments from like the same people being like, yes, I knew it, I predicted it, they were gonna be revived, I was right, and it's like, no shit. Like
It's
all
like,
the comments are just
No,
like
what'd you
no shit
expect?
obvious comments.
you read that, it's like, wow, man, do you want a gold star and a cookie for that too, Super Chief?
All the
Like-
comments, it's all of them.
What do you want? A nuclear
so
device
funny.
instead to happen? Like, it's gonna glow. Oh my god, she's gonna blow up.
People are so
Jack,
proud of themselves. I'm just like,
That
oh,
person's glowing. That
sweetie.
means they're getting revived. No, that means that there's nuclear waste inside their blood.
I would love if it was just like, no, fuck you. Actually, they're dead.
That would be like, that would be a parody thing of like, nope, they're dead. Cooked.
No,
Oh,
it's
that
like, instead of
reminds
like
me-
their soul leaving, it's just like instead of dying, their soul like that's their not they're glowing, and it's just a fart. like
There's
how they
one-
did in South Park, like when a person dies.
There's one I've been reading called Watermelon. Yes, I know it's a funny name, haha, but there's like the entire anime has been like not too dramatic necessarily, like kinda, but it's been like for the most part pretty tame. But then just recently they throw a huge curveball and the entire webcomic just takes a dark turn out of nowhere. Like it's always hinted at a dark turn, but it never happened for real. It was always like, that's like pretty tame still. But then all of a sudden it's like, oh, actually, we're just going to murder a child.
Okay, that. You know, at least like I'm thinking about it. It reminds me, it's like Goblin Slayer. Like just
Oh,
straight at the
jeez.
beginning of it, it's like you want dark anime, here's dark anime, and then the beginning happens. It's like okay,
Okay, I didn't finish that series, and I don't really want to continue it. I mean, compared to webcomics, most of the ones are like, okay, it's like one series, unordinary, and like, and then the rest is just comedy like strips. Like, it's a bird
Yeah.
thing. Clinic. Well, technically, there's some that story like Clinic of Horrors, which is like mostly. And now that I'm thinking about it, it's mostly Merryweather things.
The only thing
Oh nope, there's System
Other than
32.
I
And
read
Scooby
a
Shag.
few like story driven webcomics and a few like comedic ones,
Mhm.
mixture of both. I read
Yeah, I read a good
Winter
mixture of it.
Moon. You still read that,
Winter
Trent?
Moon. Yeah, I still read Winter Moon. It's pretty good.
I'm not
I-
as into it anymore, but it's still okay.
I like where it's going right now. I won't.
It's
It's there.
it is going places again finally. I haven't liked where it's been, I guess, but it's like finally getting back on track to where I would enjoy reading it.
Yeah, one thing I do want and to do in the future, instead of like just reading the webcomics, I really want to get into Halo novels. more. I mean,
I knew someone who was into those.
yeah, it's more of like I haven't read them and I kind of want to read them. I mostly know like stuff about them, so massive Halo nerd. It's
Halo?
if it's in the name.
I think with Halo is like, dang, you know, the lore and all that, it's like really cool. But I don't play the games, so I don't care about the lore. Like, I played
Yeah.
Halo with other people, and then the only one I've ever played by myself.
Wait, JJHALO plays Halo? What?
What? It's like it's in the name. No, yeah. That's. I mean, I made it in Halo 2 when I was just like, let's see here, it'd be 2011 to 10, and my friend taught me the concept of like an old friend who I don't associate with anymore told me about gamer tags and how that works. And I'm just like, oh, okay.
I just went with freaking whatever Xbox gave me for the longest time, which was Sprung Druid, and I kept being like, I'm gonna change it eventually, and then I just never did for like the longest time.
Yeah.
Eventually, I changed it to a reference to a book I liked. I changed it to Vo Spader, which is a reference to the Pendragon series, and I stuck with that for a little while until finally, after high school, I came up with Chiblu and stuck with that.
I've
And I
always
kind of
liked-
have to stick with it now as long as I'm at Akron because I play for a team. And if I were to change it, that's like a whole process because it's the name on my jersey and everything.
Oh.
Jeez.
Yeah, mine's always been generally the same. It just took me like, how many revisions was it? It used to be just Trent Wolfclaw, and I decided, no, you know, well, no. I would put my name into usernames for games and stuff, but it's like, I'll add a number onto that. I'm like, I want to destroy your entire server. So I had 3 for a while, and then that was also what my just spam email was. Just that whole entire line of Trent Wolfclaw 3. And then I eventually took my name off of it and just had Wolfclaw, and then I had 64 because I always like Nintendo 64 is definitely one of my favorite consoles, but it's also my favorite number. And you know, numbers for usernames because
Yeah, I feel like that's mostly security and the numbering things. I don't know. I never understood that, but it's
Usually
some
'cause-
coder will know.
It's because names are not available usually.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
usually the
yeah.
case. I mean,
and then usually no one has Wolfclaw 64, so I just stuck with it, and that's probably the one I'll use forever. And if someone tries taking it, I will hunt you down.
Now it's public knowledge now. You just got fucked.
Public knowledge now. People care
Quote,
enough
unquote.
that to take things.
Man, I've got like character names I use other than my gamer tag. Like Chiblu's like my name, but then I've got character names like for RuneScape, I've got its NPC. I've got like other names too. Like in Pokemon, I'll usually play like a female character or something, name it Vera off of a character from a book that I'm working on, kind of in the background. But
I mean, compared to me, I mean, I made. Let's see here. I made a few. JJHALO has been 360 was the original, but different emails. But that was like the progenitor to all my names. But if I'm playing like a quote unquote like put PS2 for example, I not really role play, but it's mostly like I have the character called Lilac, and I do whatever I want with her, and you know OC type shit.
oh,
But
whatever you want. No, I'm kidding.
don't you?
Crazy.
Not in that
Oh,
sense,
no.
but like
It's
you
the
know.
band hammer.
Insert gravity hammer sound effect number something.
You know, I want to have that as like a D&D character or like something real dumb. Is just have an attack or the weapon just be called the band hammer.
I mean, that's what Bungie called it back in like Halo 3, legit.
Oh yeah.
Like in their like loading thing is called you don't want to get the band hammer, and it's literally just like a Spartan with like a hammer, just like.
Gotta have the horny jail bat.
The horny jail bat.
I was debating on like making a Montoya or something like does max damage. Just bonk.
In Fallout 76, I have, at least for a melee build, what you would categorize as the best bat for a melee build and I just named it the Bonk Master.
Honk.
I mean, yeah.
Strong stance with bonking.
All right, let's try and round out the end of this podcast here with one thing I would like to say. The meme of the podcast, and kind of what revolved around it. Basically, technology is shit,
Technology is shit.
but compared to most of things, I've been dormant on YouTube for a long time. So you know what? I'm gonna plug my best creation I made. But in reality, not really.
We're random dudes and nobody knows, but we know each other. And we're pretty chill. We're chilling right now. So we talk about anything we want, and we don't care if you get your panties in a bunch about it. That's
Exactly.
not what the
Fuck
world
you.
is about.
Yeah, exactly. We'll cuss if we want to, unless it's very sensitive to YouTube's fucking thing.
And then we'll still do it.
And then we'll still do it.
It will still do it.
We'll think about it for a second. We'll read the YouTube algorithm. And then we'll shove it up somebody's arse. And then we'll
Shove it up your ugly ass.
That's right, shove it up your ugly ass.
Man, I would shout that out loud if my parents were in the other room and they're censoring that stuff.
Yeah. So the meme of the podcast, though, is the rat, just because he's here.
Yeah, the meme of the podcast, the giant
Rat.
rat. No, is he the
Oh
giant
shit.
that
It's a
makes
rat.
all the rules? No.
Of course, you guys bring me into the conversation when my phone rings. This is so scuffed since I got in.
Anyway, thank you all for joining us in this podcast. My name's JJHALO, also known as Jacob, and thank you for joining the pilot. If we make another one, we make another one. We'll see you all maybe next time. Peace.
May.
I'm giving that in. I hope you know that. That's the outro. Roll the outro.